Hi. Now that September is behind us, I have spent some time thinking long and hard about what it is that I want for my autumn winter wardrobe this year. Obviously these thoughts and feelings will continue to develop as we get deeper into the season, but now it's October, I really feel like I'm ready to start embracing that genre of fashion. Although London is suspiciously mild at the moment, like I keep going out with a jacket and then not needing it. And I'm hearing whispers of a heat wave over the next 2 weeks, which is great, sure, but like where was this energy in May, in June, in July? We had such a disappointing summer here, and then all of a sudden the weather's coming through in September and October. I want to say better late than never, but like it's not. Like I packed away my summer wear. I have already done my seasonal wardrobe switch out. I have a huge suitcase that is stashed away in a cupboard above my wardrobe. I got it down pretty much as soon as I came back from my holiday in Greece, because I know that I'm not going to be needing bikinis and like skimpy short shorts anymore. Like even if it is going to be 24 degrees next week, I'm still going to wear like transitional wear. Do you know what I mean? So I kept the suitcase out for like a week and unpacked all of my autumn winter stuff, and then every time I was getting dressed, if there was an item that was like, I'm definitely not wearing this, this is like not the right season for it, I would put it in a suitcase. This is always such an enlightening experience because I usually haven't seen these pieces for at least 6 months, and so I'm kind of looking at them with a totally new perspective because my style and my taste are just continuing to develop and evolve. Sometimes I'll pull an item out and I'll just be like, wow, autumn winter Ruby 2023 will not be wearing this and it's time to move on and time to sell it. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, she's cute, but I probably won't wear her in the exact same way that I wore her last year. And then other times I'll be like, I missed being able to wear this. And I always use this as an opportunity to do a big closet purge. I'm doing another vintage pop-up. I'm doing it with Susie and with Vivian and then Shirin from Outsourced Clothing. We're yet to like properly lock down the location, but it will be in East London, and the dates are Friday the 10th, Saturday the 11th and Sunday the 12th of November. I've got loads of new stock from my mum's house, and I actually have a video that will be coming out in a few weeks when I get around to it, of me going through my mum's stuff, going through the autumn winter bags. And I've kind of just been keeping those aside for the pop-up, but I have slowly started listing things on Depop, kind of because I'm really poor and I need the money, but also I know that there are people who watch me on YouTube or follow me on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and they love my stuff and they don't live in London, so they can't shop it when I do these pop-ups. So kind of gives people not based in London an opportunity to shop that stuff as well, because I remember how annoying it was when I was living in Jersey and there were all these things going on in London and I could never be there or participate. So I have started slowly listing things on my Depop, and then after the pop-up I'll definitely list anything that is left over. But honestly, there's so much, like that's just a crazy amount. I was definitely way more into this haul from my mum's house because I feel like her spring summer stuff sometimes doesn't really resonate with me as much. Maybe it's like the color palettes and I prefer darker tones, but it's good. It is good. So over the last 2 weeks or so, I have been buying some autumn winter stuff, but as ever, I do have an ongoing wish list. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the things that I've been buying, the things that I've been eyeing up, things that are on my wish list, and just like things that I'm kind of into at the moment and things that I want to execute in my wardrobe for autumn winter 2023. Like I said, I feel like as we get deeper into the season and I see more inspo around on my Pinterest, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, this list will totally evolve and change and develop as well, but that is just the fun of fashion. And I know it's not a very sustainable mindset to think that you need a whole new wardrobe every time a season comes around. I pretty much just shop secondhand, so I'm still just kind of keeping it in that circular economy. I would say the primary influence on a lot of the pieces at the forefront of my mind right now are based on or around corp core. I know there's quite a lot of negative discourse around naming aesthetics and people should just be able to wear what they want, and they can, and that's fine, but I also like to use it as search terms. Like I do find it helpful when aesthetics have names. I think we as humans like to be able to like process things and categorize them. So I just talk quite liberally when it comes to different aesthetics, and like I know that a lot of them are quite intertwined. For example, corpcore I think really feeds into 90s minimalism and quiet luxury. I've been on the suit trouser hype. I picked up some amazing ones in Paris when I was there in January in a Gerasol, and they were vintage mango, so the label said MNG. So if you ever want to look for vintage mango on Vinted, always search by MNG and some good stuff comes up. I just feel like suit trousers are the new elevated everyday bottoms. I do prefer slightly looser fit, especially more towards the bottom, and a lower rise. So I have also been sizing up on the ones that I've been buying on Vinted. I bought 2 pairs on Vinted that have been a success, and I got them in a size 12. I'm trying to think what the brands were. I remember one was definitely Bay, and then another one was like some random Italian brand. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to plug Peachy Den. I'm actually wearing the Lennox trousers right now. I'm gonna stand up. These are the lead colorway. It's like black with a red pinstripe and some like nice red stitching detail. They've got 2 buttons, so you can either wear it lower rise or tighten the button and wear it higher rise if that's how you prefer, but I kind of prefer them like down here. The lead colorway has sold out because it's dead stock, but they still have ink, which is like their core, and it's like navy pinstripe and it's lush. So if you're interested in getting them or anything on the Peachy Den website, you can use my code DOAH10, DOAH10, and you'll get 10% off your order. Minimum spend is £100. Leading on from that is suits. I bought the most amazing charcoal grey midi pleated suit skirt and matching blazer from Vinted, and it was £12.50. The only reason I haven't worn it yet is because it's just still far too warm to wear something that thick and made of wool. I know I would just sweat a lot, so I'm waiting until it gets a bit colder. But I have just been seeing a lot of pleated midi skirts around and been getting a lot of inspo for them. I've also bought one that's tartan. I feel like tartan midi skirts have been around kind of, I guess, ever since the Chipova skirts were popularized, but I've never really bought into it. And then I found this one on Vinted. It was £18, which is kind of expensive for Vinted, but I just really liked it, and I got a second opinion on it from Ellie at work and she loved it as well, so I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna get it. But again, I'm definitely gonna have to wait for the temperature to drop before I start wearing a wool midi skirt. I've already pictured how I'm gonna style my grey wool suit set, and I want to wear it with just some classic black loafers. I've got the Vagabond Cosmo 2.0 ones. They are so comfy. I do also have slightly broader feet, so that's a particularly good shoe if you are like me and you have slightly wider feet. They've got them in this sort of deep red wine ox bloody color, but I'm also like, if I'm gonna buy another pair of loafers, maybe they should be a different shape. I also love this pair of loafers from Vagabond. I saw Matilda Malone wear them in the summer, and then they've been in my bookmark ever since. I just don't really want to spend £140 on some shoes right now, but every pair of shoes that I buy on Vinted just crumble and break on me every time I wear them. So I feel like collectively it makes more sense for me to just invest in expensive shoes less often than it is to just continue buying vintage shoes that are just failing me every time I step out the house. I saw Mena Suarez rocking some red socks with some plain black ballet pumps, and I just thought it was such a good look. If you are chronically online like myself, you'll know that deep red is a colour that people are loving for this season. I think it's a continuation of Tomato Girl Summer and Pops of Red continuing on, but in slightly more deeper, warmer, darker, richer tones. I've definitely mentioned in previous videos that I just think a pop of colour sock can completely transform an outfit. And before, my sock game was kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling to edit this video because I'm finding myself to be incredibly insufferable. So sorry about that. I just kind of never really knew where to get them, and I'm not proud of this, but I have been improving my sock collection on Amazon. I never buy fashion items on Amazon, but I'm not gonna buy secondhand socks. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I never go into Central. I never really like go shopping in town, and nowhere has the variety and the selection that Amazon does. Amazon just has what I want, I'm afraid. So I have bought some lovely red socks, and then I'll show you actually some of the ones I bought. This is my sock box. So the only thing I don't like about buying socks on Amazon is that you can't tell what they feel like, and you can really feel the difference between a cheap sock and like a good quality sock. Some of these do feel quite cheap. I got these because I kind of thought they were giving like Jack Moose vibes. And then these are the red socks. Sorry, I was obviously trying to find some socks the other day to wear my outfit. These are the red socks I got. They're like a nice deep red. They're not too dark but not too bright, and they also kind of go up to the right length for me. Well, I got some like green apple socks as well because I just was into it. I lost this pair of periwinkle ones that I bought, and they were really nice. Can't find them anywhere. Might have to reorder. And then I also bought those Wells Bonner Adidas socks. So I've got 3 pairs of those, and they are just like such lush colorways. Okay, I don't think you need to see all my socks. Heeled loafers. We've had heeled loafers in the styling cupboard at Peachy Den since I've started, and I was never that fussed about them. Like, I liked them, but I wasn't that crazy about them. And then more recently, I've just gotten a deeper love for them. I think maybe it ties into the corpcore thing. Like, I'm definitely leaning more towards a shoe than I am a trainer at the moment. And a heeled loafer, I don't know, there's something so hideously lush about them. It just adds a little bit of height, a little bit of spice to your outfit. You can wear them on a night out with like a pleated miniskirt and a fun slouchy sock. Cropped suit pants or suit capris or suit shorts, I love. I actually have bought some on Vinted. I've just posted a picture on Instagram wearing some. They are Karen Millen. I think they look really nice with like a big slouchy oversized knit. West Archive do these kind of looks really well, where it's a fun capri and then slouchy knit and a kitten heel. You can sub out the kitten heel for a ballet flat or a Mary Jane if you wanted to, or even a knee-high boot. Black cardigan. So I don't actually have a staple black cardigan in my wardrobe. I'm sure that I have just seen so many from my mum's and have sold them in the past, and now I'm full of regret. It is just like an essential basic that I just don't own. It kind of ties it into the corpcore thing. Also, people are saying that like dressing like a schoolgirl is in, but I feel like that's not really something we're gonna ride with, because I don't think we really wanna make an aesthetic out of minors, maybe? I don't know. Fortunately, Peachy Den are making this one. It's called the Bellatrix, and it is the most perfect black cardigan. It is like a chunky knit. It's super soft, not itchy at all, not scratchy. It has just like the perfect neckline, the perfect crop, the perfect amount of like loose but fitting still, and a detachable removable hood that you can wear on its own. And the hood is so cute on its own. Like I've tried it all on and I love it. I think it's actually dropping really soon. Can't remember when. Also don't know when I'm going to be putting this video out, but keep your eyes peeled for the Bellatrix. It's going to come in like a blue and a beige and a black, and I will be purchasing the black. Again, when the Bellatrix does come out, if you want to use my code, DOA10. I got you. I also find myself really reaching for tops that aren't just a baby tee or a t-shirt or a vest. Like I just want something with some more structure. I really love a short sleeve zip up shirt, or like shacket, I guess. Short sleeve shirts in general though, I feel like I started to sport these a lot more in summer. I bought a white and a black one that has like the shearing detail down here. I've recently bought some Adidas joggers because I was really getting into wearing the Adidas football shorts this summer, and now it's not really that kind of weather. I did see a girl styling football shorts with like a knitted top and knee-high boots. Tried it on the other day as like a look for me, and I look like a clown, so it just does not suit my body type. But I have bought some Adidas trackies. They're not as low rise as I'd like them to be. That's the only thing I would say. That's my only grumble. And I've been wearing them with loafers, so you've got like an outfit sandwich of like office scholarly wear with something sporty in the middle. Delightful. As an outfit color palette, I just think light grey with black and red is elite. I'm literally wearing it right now. The only thing that I feel like this could do with is if I had like a red shoe, because the red in the trousers doesn't like pop enough. I own a lot of grey. I love grey. Kind of reminds me of Paloma Wool. The only grey I don't love is the carpet in my bedroom floor, because I wish it was wood. Most of the things I just spoke about kind of fit under the corpcore bracket, I guess. And there are just a few more things that are on my radar that I'm kind of looking out for when I'm looking on Vinted and Depop and eBay. The first thing is lace was obviously a huge trend this year, and I think lace midis on top of trousers is such a cool look, and it's definitely something I want to try and experiment with. I usually kind of struggle with skirts and dresses over trousers because I'm more bottom heavy as it is, so I don't really want to add any more volume to that. But I feel like if I found the perfect pair of trousers and the perfect lace midi skirt that go well together and just like flow really nicely on me. I found this girl on TikTok, and then I followed her on Instagram, and I really like how she plays around with different structures and silhouettes and fabrics and patterns and prints. I think she's got a really good page when you're just looking for like color palette inspo, or if you want to try something new. Like she's definitely slightly more on the adventurous side, and I love it. She's definitely a huge inspiration for the lace over trousers thing. Like that's all her, that's not me. Can't take any credit for that. Ankle boots. Never did I think I would say this, but I love ankle boots. I think they look really sick with a pair of trousers or a long skirt or long dress. You wouldn't catch me dead in ankle boots and like a mini dress or a mini skirt. I saw this eyelet headband on my TikTok and on my Pinterest, and it comes in quite a few different colorways, and I do think it's cool, but it is a little bit like robot-y steampunk vibes for me. We have an eyelet machine at work, and it does like different sized eyelets, so I'm gonna try and like fashion one, my own headband. I've got some purple fabric, and the eyelet thingies are silver, and I think purple and silver is quite a fun mix, so I'm gonna try and make one, but we'll see. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on animal headwear, because I think that I love it, but then I'm a bit like, does it make me look like a furry? I bought my boss for Secret Santa this crochet camo bunny ears, and they were slightly inspired by something she tried on in the Heaven store in LA. There's an Instagram page, and it's a small business of this girl. I can't remember the name, but it'll be on screen, and she makes these headwear pieces that have bunny ears. And then I've also found this girl on Depop, and she crochets little bonnets that have ears on them, and I do think it's really cute, but I just don't know if they came and I would be like, ooh, I look like a giant toddler or something like that. Maybe I'll buy something and play around with it and see how I feel, because I have liked it since last winter, and I haven't actually tried it for myself. But when I tried on what I got for my boss, I was like, this is cool, I like it. But I just don't want to invest my money in something that I'm not 100% convinced in. And I have a feeling that could be one of those things that I look back like, what were you thinking? Like, why did you think that was cool? Speaking of which, this is like exhibit A as to why I don't trust my own judgment sometimes, because Why did I spend £150 on these in 2020? Nicole McLaughlin is super cool. She's an upcycle artist, and these are her collab with Crocs. And I remember seeing them styled by someone really cool, and I was like, great, I'll buy them and I'll be like that. I've never worn them. Kind of feel like they could be a collector's item one day. I have listed them on my Depop and they've been there for like a year and a half and have not sold. But if this is your cup of tea, the listing's all yours. But this is why I don't trust my judgment. Like with the bunny ear hat thing, am I gonna look back and be like, what were you doing? Going back to colour palettes, I do wear a lot of neutrals in autumn winter, a lot of greys and a lot of browns, and then obviously some white and black. But I think it's really nice mixing in a little sprinkle of something a bit more exciting. Slime greens, mauvey purples, burnt oranges, ice blues. They're the kind of colours that I like to just mix in a little bit, just to add a little bit of spice to my outfit. The last thing is tulle underskirts. This outfit by Pink Ink Vintage keeps me up at night. I love it, and I get so sad that I will never be able to own it. The top, the skirt with the shoes, it just is all perfection to me, and I can't find anything like it anywhere, and I'm really sad. Okay, I think that's everything on my list so far. If there's anything that I haven't spoken about that you're super into right now, or you're really excited to wear this autumn and winter, let me know what it is in the comments, because I'm always looking for more inspo. In my next video, I'm going to try styling the pieces that I've just spoken about and creating a little bit of like an autumn lookbook for myself as a reference point, but also for you guys. Don't forget to follow me on my socials to keep up with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you, bye!